Welcome back, chat, to yet another night of SGL action. We have the last match of the SGL Championship lined up for you for this week, and it is the second upper semifinal between Los Verdes, who are going to be playing their first match tonight, against Emerald City Defiance. Good to see everyone rolling into the chat tonight. Skyline, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Richie and Lani, thank you very much for your Prime sub. All of these contributions will go towards a pool of money that we are saving up for a potential SGL LAN event. Hopefully this year. Hopefully in Dallas Fort Worth. If RLCS Worlds will be happening there. So don't think your money's going to waste. I mean, you guys are not going to get ads if you sub, which is great, because Twitch will roll ads. That's out of our control. But your money's going to a good place. That's for sure. All right, so it is 10 p.m. We are going to be kicking off very soon. I just got to make sure the lobby credentials are set up. So I'm going to mute myself for a moment, so I'll be right back. But stick around. We will be kicking off very soon. Before I do, Fly Penguin. Wait, is that your alt? Or did you just change your name? Because I don't know if I recall seeing a Flying Penguin. But regardless, thank you very much for the subscription, Penguin. Really appreciate your support right there, bro. I mean, if you had Prime, you could use that. So for you to put a tier 1 sub into this means a lot. Thank you so much. All right, now I'm gonna mute myself. BRB. Only Twitch has it as Flying. Okay, thanks for the confirmation, Fly Penguin. Appreciate it. Yeah, because I thought I saw a Fly Penguin. I mean, that looks like a longer name, but it might be just... It might be that I'm just forgetting, in all honesty. So, we've had a banger of a week, chat. We've had so many awesome matches this week. 3 best of 7s. Across both the Premier and the Championship. I think now's a good time to quickly recap them as both teams join in. So we had in the upper semifinal an absolute banger of a matchup last night between Wonderwall Black and Lisicadose. I really implore you to watch that. That was absolute fun. Same with KC Calden versus the Rebellion, going all the way to 7. The Rebellion pushing a very strong KC Calden side all the way. Again, I recommend watching that as well. Both absolute cinema of a matchup. Speaking of which, in the championship, the upper semifinal between EM Dallas and Steel Army also going to 7. Insane back and forth affair, including a highlight reel moment from the one and only Pico David. I would suggest checking that out as well. But do all of that later, because right now we are going to be jumping into Los Verdes versus DC Defiance. As you can see, the last match of the championship for this week. Everyone's in. We are going to kick off very soon, so strap yourselves in, chat. Get your food and drinks ready. We're going to kick off very soon. And whilst we wait for a kickoff, if you have any predictions for this matchup, feel free to put them in. I think, in all honesty, EC Defiance is a strong favorite against Los Verdes. So if you want to predict on something different, like how many games Los Verdes can win, then go ahead and put your predictions down for that. Still in pain, says Trash Loon. Listen, you guys had an incredible effort. You know, chin up. That was awesome from your first SGL match ever, Trash Loon. And speaking of first, Los Verdes are kicking off their first match of Season 10.5 against EC Defiance. Here we go. I really hope Los Verdes win one game. Me too, Luis, me too. But so far, it looks like EC Defiance are off to a hot start. Bisbo going in! And just like that, 15 seconds into this game, Bisbo with the first goal. EC Defiance looking to post themselves nice and early and looking to end this as quickly as they can so they can go into the upper final and face off against EM Dallas Burn. And Bisbo had an insane performance last week as well, contributing majorly to the reverse sweep against Wonderwall Blue, the second Minnesota United team in Season 10.5. Wonderwall Black is the first one. Great to see the Minnesota United teams come back. Previously it was Dark Clouds, who were the OGs of SGL from Season 0 onwards. But right now, it is the newer player in Bisbo stealing the show right here. Green Mario, high pass off the backboard. Bisbo yet again going for it. He is in the mood to destroy the opposition. He wants to make a statement right here. Trigger, Justin, Optimat, well, they're going to have to adapt real quick. Because right now, EC Defiance are absolutely flying. And it goes from bad to worse for the Austin boys. As the other team in green, EC Defiance, extend their lead to 3. We haven't even played a minute yet. Green Mario now getting involved with a nice assist from Nose. 3-0 with 54 seconds played. And there you go, there's another one. I didn't even need to say anything because you could see what was going to happen once Bisbo took that touch straight out of kickoff. Trigger going for the boost, even though he was already filled up. Nobody at the back of the net. The big duck pops up. 4-0 with 4 minutes played. This might go to double digits, chat. Trying to catch up to the chat real quick. All of last season, LV didn't win one game. I'm cheering for them to get one here. Yeah, that's the sad part, right? It was a very long season 10 too, and they couldn't win a single game across both the league and the cup. They got very close though against a variety of opponents, so it's not like they were getting decimated, you know. But unfortunately, they're still searching for their first game win since the start of season 10. Probably might not happen in this game right here. EC Defiance, they don't want a slow start like they did against Wonderwall Blue. They want to keep this going. They want to blow they want to blow Los Verdes out of the water very early on. Cyberburn saying, it's okay, Maz must be mad at me just right by my comments. Well, fill me in on that. I believe that's a bit, but I don't know the context. I don't know how to react to that. Oh, Gnostics, I just noticed your Prime sub from 5 minutes ago. I didn't see it in the chat. Really appreciate your support, Gnostics. I'm not sure why that didn't pop up in Twitch chat. No wonder our hype train got to level 2, so there you go. Thank you very much for that Prime sub. Your support is greatly appreciated. And if you have any free Bezos bucks to give to us via your Prime sub, feel free to do so. No, I legit just don't get the context, Cyberbird, so that's the thing. It's nothing bad or good, it's just I don't know what you're talking about, so. Anyways, back to the action, 5-0 up. EC Defiance just went down a gear, trying to relax themselves, probably looking for some clips, not gonna lie, but EC Defiance are just looking way too comfortable right now. Los Verdes, oh man, they're all over the place. Another couple of shots off target. Crossbar them post. Should have been 6-0. Not a problem for EC Defiance, so they're looking really comfortable. Trigger, Optimat, and Justin have to get up to speed real quick. They pretty much lost this game 1 in the first minute, but can they grab a consolation goal? Can they probably grab 2 goals and see themselves building up to a potentially good game 2 for themselves. Shall see. But yeah, I mean, we've had 3 game 7s in a row, all on stream, so it shouldn't be a surprise that we're gonna have a game like this coming up. One clear favorite right here in EC Defiance. I mean, they pushed everyone all the way. Steel Army and the Rebellion had to keep watching behind their backs as EC Defiance rolled up the table, put themselves into a title chase for Season 10, and got very close to finishing in second, were it not for their loss to Steel Army in the last week of the season. League season, that is. And now for EC Defiance, their goal probably is to win the whole thing. I mean, it's there for the taking for them. No more Rebellion. Steel Army is beatable. EM Dallas Bird is also beatable, even though they have looked really good so far. But for EC Defiance, they've also looked incredible. Courtesy of Bisbo mainly, but also because of the rest of their team stepping up and playing, you know, a bigger part. We've already talked about Nose and Bird Nana and Bisbo. Got to shout out Parks as well for getting better. Green Mario has gotten much better as well. I mean, the whole team has been on an upward trajectory since Season 7, if I'm not mistaken. I think Season 6 was not when we had 3 Seattle teams. I think it was Season 7. So these guys have been around for a while, constantly improving, getting better and better. And here they are. Catching up to the chat. Debit, you are late, but in all honesty, I mean, the scoreline speaks for itself. A massive 6-0 win for Emerald City Defiance over Los Verdes. Los Verdes may have a new logo, but it's the same old performances from them. They are still looking for that first game win since the start of Season 10. Yeah, EMDB are super beatable. They employ Playboy Farty. Yeah, Luis, but he did score, as Anomaly mentioned in the chat. He has scored in every game he has played, I'm guessing, thus far. And when Playboy plays, we win. No, I don't know about that, Anomaly, but sure. Just waiting for everyone to get back and we will kick off game 2 shortly. Chat, how's everyone doing tonight so far? Hopefully y'all have had a good Thursday. More talk about that Playboy Farty highlight reel play. If you guys want to know what they're talking about, catch the VOD on YouTube. And if it's still up on Twitch, go ahead, catch that as well. That reminds me, I should be making some time to get the clips of the week going again. Kind of slowed down on that front, but I should be doing that. Debit saying, Maz, I'm sorry to report Mitch Marner is balling the fuck out. Listen, Debit, not surprised by that. All he had to do was leave the pressure cooker known as Toronto. He's chilling. He's having a good time. Good for him. And here we go. Gate 2 kicks off in Sovereign Heights. Much better kickoff for Los Verdes. Justin advancing it, pitching it off the sidewall. Green Mario saw that coming from a mile away. Clears it out. Nose following up for the first EC Defiance attack. Shot off target from Parks. Richter, who came in for Optimant, looking to get an assist. No dice there. So far, a much better start for Los Verdes, but they have to hold on for a minute in order to really impose themselves. No centering it. Green Market towards the net. Bounces off the post. Parks off target as well. It should have been 1-0, but it's still 0-0. Trigo now on the counter. 50 by Mario clears it away. EC Defiance just struggling to get the ball into the back of the net right now. Los Verdes are there. They just need to capitalize. But when they're boost starved like this, it's no surprise that Los Verdes get pinned back. EC Defiance really making the Austin boys' life incredibly difficult. Another shot off target. Not to worry. Parks able to follow up his own shot. It took a minute and 11 seconds, but EC Defiance finally get their first goal. 1-0 to the Seattle contingent. Oh, another attempt at goal right there. This time from Nose. A solo effort straight from kickoff. Los Verdes see that off. But a loose touch gives the ball to Parks, who has to challenge just in the middle. Nose booming it forward. Can he follow up his own touch? He cannot. Green Marty with a soft touch, gifting the ball to Los Verdes. They have a chance to get it out, but once again, EC Defiance are first to the loose ball. Open net. Right there. Fake again. Nose gets credited for that goal. His soft touch, all that matters right here. Big fake. Richter having to dive out of the way. Trigger not able to get to the ball. 2-0 to EC Defiance. Oh my God. Debit, yes, when you hop back into the booth, whether it is for commentary or the podcast, you have to talk about the queso. Not just the incident, but everything else before that as well. God, that was something special. Speaking of something special, Marks might be cooking something right here. Just lost control of the ball at the end, having to bail out. No Bisbo, no problem. It's really easy for EC Defiance right here. Good save from Trigger. He had the one-on-one, but a loose touch once again gives the ball to Parks. Trigger saw that, tries to center it, but it's too close. Justin, shot effort. Too slow. Justin going for it again. Not able to get it on to the back of the net. Much better though from Los Verdes, but now they have to go back and defend. The counterattack from Defiance. Justin with a fortuitous double right there. Gets it out of the way. Now the ball's loose. Los Verdes can breathe a sigh of relief. Much better from the Austin boys, but they have to get that goal. Could have scored one in game one, and they're still struggling to score in game two, and they're also struggling to keep the ball out of the back of the net. Parks getting EC Defiance's third. Green Murray should have had that. The ball just bouncing out of the crossbar. Parks there to clean up. EC Defiance treble their lead. And Los Verdes are looking like losing game two. So close to a goal, Los Verdes. But if anything, they're really struggling to stop the opposition from scoring. Oh, and it just gets worse for them. Trigger did the right thing going to the back of the net, but he just couldn't get the power slide going to turn around. Stepped hard on the brakes and couldn't turn his octane, enough to get to the ball. 4-0. Just like game one, EC Defiance are running away with it right here. Everyone should come to Worlds, absolutely. If Worlds gets confirmed in the DFW region yet again, absolutely come on over. Will be an awesome event. We can get a big LAN event going as well. Catch RLCS, of course. A bunch of stuff happening in the DFW area as well, so it'll be fun. Come on over. Verdes are still searching for their first goal of season 10.5. They're just pinned back. Finally, some boost from Trigger. But yet again, every time the ball comes past that midfield line, they lose control of it and gift it back to EC Defiance. Chance right here, though. Shot on goal. But what a save from Green Mario. The third man, the keeper, keeps that ball out. And now Parks trying to go for the counter. Trigger and Co have gone closer, but they're just not able to get a good finish. And it looks like they get their chances from lucky breaks rather than anything else. Richter right here is really struggling to get himself going as well. He has had a few nice touches, but just barely involved for the most part. And there you have it to seal the deal in Game 2. Nose finishing it off with EC Defiance's 5th. And that is that for Game 2, chat. Adifo asking, is LAN going to be all random teams? If we do have a LAN, very much so, yes, unless we have 2 full teams set up, in which case we could do a friendly match as well between 2 SGL sides. And yeah, as Louis said, it's going to be very difficult to get full teams together. I mean, if any of the Texas contingent come over, we could possibly get Texas teams, but outside of that, it's not going to be very likely. Speaking of unlikely, it looks like a Los Verdes game win might be unlikely right here. Both teams really struggling to get themselves going. So after the first 2 games, chat, we are going to be switching to a different server region. So games 1 and 2 were run on US Central, which is Los Verdes' home region. We're now going to be playing in US West for games 3, 4, and possibly 5 if that happens. And should Los Verdes win 2 games, we are going to be going back to US Central for games 6 and 7. But for now, we are going to be playing on US West. Hold up, Anomaly. Dickies is a 5-minute drive? If that's a 5-minute drive, how long does it take to walk? Sorry, guys. Seemed to have been a bit of a confusion. We're just waiting on both teams to join the US West lobby right now, so bear with us for a second. Normally saying, we have a toll road right next to where I live. It's about 5 minutes to the exit for Dickies driving 80 miles per hour. Never mind. That's a long walk then. Maybe something for me to do, because I love long walks, but holy. I'm not gonna lie, I do wonder with, you know, all the hype that's being generated right now for Worlds, if we can like find a sector where we can all just hang out together, or if everyone's just gonna put themselves in their own place and chill at like their own hotels or Airbnbs and such. Because I think the closer together we are, the better it will be overall. All right, we are ready to go right now. Everything's sorted out. Thanks for the wait, guys. Game 3. It's gonna kick off in 3, 2, 1, go. As I mentioned earlier, Bird, there's just some issues with trying to join the lobby. I had to create another lobby with different credentials to make sure people joined the right one, because the game was putting them back into the US Central lobby instead of US West. It's a weird thing with the game at times, but it's not a big deal. But we are back. Trigger, Justin, and Optimat returning for Richter versus Bisbo stepping in for Green Mario, Nose, and Parks. At this point, it is looking very likely that EC Defiance are gonna get a clean sweep. Unfortunately for Los Verdes, I'm only predicting this because of how these games have gone. As you see right here, Nose having all the time in the world to carry that ball with his Fennec, dribbling it into the back of the net, beating 2 with 1 flick. 1-0 to Los Verdes. In all honesty, there's probably no need for a player like Bisbo to participate, because even without him, they could comfortably win. But he wants to play. He is playing. He is stat padding. We are recording player stats for top 5, so why not go for it? 2-0 to EC Defiance. Less than a minute played. That tells you the story of this match. All we are asking for, and even the chat's going into it, is 1 goal for Los Verdes. If Los Verdes can get that 1 goal, that should be the start of something good for them. Speaking of something good, Nose trying to reach the ball from the ceiling, just couldn't make it, a bit too slow at the end. Bisbo having to back off and rotate. Even when playing a side like Los Verdes, EC Defiance are showing good fundamental Rocket League play right here. Good rotations, always a third man back, always a first man challenging early for the ball. Other players around to tackle the loose ball. Los Verdes, meanwhile, just struggling. They at least got a bye to the upper semifinal, so they don't have to finish in 7th place. And 7th place is already like, you know, 7th, so the 7th place spot has already been decided. That's going to Frontera SD Azul. They lost to EC Eternal in lower round 1, so that's 7th place for them. The lowest Los Verdes can finish is 6th place. It's gonna sound kind of awkward, but Los Verdes can finish in 6th without winning a game, I guess, in theory, which is fascinating just because of how the bracket has worked out for this mini season. But there you have it, 3-0 up. EC Defiance just looking too easy for them. They're way too comfortable right now. They just want to get this done with and move on. And there's a 4th for Parks. Nose touching it to the middle. Parks getting all the time in the world to place this shot. Justin not ready for that placement. Reversing in the hopes of being able to drive up and jump high, but just couldn't get to the ball. 4-0 for EC Defiance as they look to finish this nice and quickly to move on to the upper final and face off against EM Dallas Burn. If Los Verdes score 1 goal, they win in my book. The start of something new. Yeah, I mean, you could say it's a moral victory in this matchup of sorts. Even weird to say that it's a moral victory, more like an achievement, a milestone. Speaking of milestones, it looks like EC Defiance want to go into double digits. They backed off in game 1, trying to take it easy and move on. Now, no mercy from the Seattle boys. They want to destroy this Los Verdes team. They don't want to hold back. Maybe trying to show off to the rest of the league that they are here and they mean business. Meanwhile, Trigger centering it forward. Bisbo touching it away. Justin with no boost has to back off. Optiman also has no boost. Los Verdes are in a bit of trouble. Parks gets his 5th of game 3. Nice first touch, second touch, all the time in the world. Dunks Justin. 7-0 with 1 minute 46 seconds remaining. It looked like a ghost touch from the second player in that scrum, I think, because Justin definitely got a touch right there. Yeah, this is easily game debit. Just stop scoring, it's too much. Memo, I agree, but EC Defiance, they don't care. They do want to send a message, that's for sure. Maybe this is their way of saying, hey, we should go into the Premier and face off against the best of the best. Who knows? All loose in the middle yet again. All the time in the world. Trigo with an awkward backflip. Justin now there to get the ball. Bisbo waiting. Loses the 50-50. Nose misses the ball. Park with the clutch demo to slow down this Los Verdes attack and allow Bisbo to get the big save and clearance. Just as you think Los Verdes are there to get the first goal, EC Defiance spoiled the party, and now they want to keep it going. Another shot off the crossbar. A whip from Nose. Parks is there, centering it. Bisbo hanging back. And he is going to take his time as he brings the ball forward. Looks for a second touch to the corner. Nose looking for a shot towards the near post. Misses. And Los Verdes just can't get out. Every touch is loose from them. Nice 50 though from Justin to bring it all the way to the other end. But once again, way too easy for EC Defiance. And Los Verdes' quests for a first goal and first win this season continue. And as a reminder, chat, they've yet to win since the start of season 10, so it's looking really bad for them. In this matchup, they have one more game left to get their first win since season 10. But if they do lose here, they will not be out. They'll just be dropping into the lower bracket. And in the lower bracket, they will face off against EC Eternal. Oh man, looks like the game said, nah, lobby's broken, get out. So we're gonna recreate the lobby, chat. Blame the game. Joy. Gotta love it when the game just breaks the lobby for no reason. SGL Hinge in chat, Luis? What? I've been reading, but bro, what? Come on, man. It's crazy how much Hinge has spread, by the way. Like, Hinge has really started to pick up and become way more popular now. Maybe we could talk about this in a voice chat outside of the stream. It's fascinating to see how quickly it has picked up, though. It's funny how much longer this match is taking. Just because of game shenanigans and other stuff. Because the games themselves, you know, they've been pretty straightforward for the most part. You got your girl off Hinge? Trash loot? Listen, I'm not trying to downplay it. I think it's worked really well. A lot of people have found good relationships off of Hinge. So good for them. I just don't know how it's doing, you know, how it's doing that. Like, I don't know what difference it makes compared to Tinder and such. So that's the only thing I'm curious about. All right, both teams are in for what could be the final game of the night. Game 4 au Parc de Paris. 3, 2, 1, allez! And once again, EC Defiance looking for a hot start. Bisbo carrying it into the middle. Final touch, no resistance. Making that look as smooth as river water flowing down the mountain. Bisbo with the first goal in 13 seconds. 1-0 to EC Defiance. I think it's safe to say that after that goal, it's probably game, set, and match. All we care about, though, is for Los Verdes to get that first goal. Will they? That remains to be seen. But they have gone close on a few occasions. With Bisbo in this team, though, it's probably going to be next to impossible. But we shall see. Never say never. Women are temporary, RL is forever. Trash loot, not with Epic Games. You never know what they will do. All of a sudden, they might just lose interest in Rocket League and be like, yeah, we're going to shut down the servers. Thank you guys for playing. Blah, blah, blah. And that's it. It'll be dead. So don't count Epic Games out. If they want to shut it down, they can. Where's Palace 512 at? Probably playing street football with very famous street football players. How you doing, Cole? Long time no see, bro. Good to have you back in the chat tonight. Cole, a former player for La Cinco Doce in seasons past. Had a bunch of really good moments. Good to see the old boys always come back in SGL. Anomaly, though, with a Prime subscription. Thank you very much, Anomaly, for your gift sub. That's our Prime sub. And look at that chat. It has happened. Los Verdes have gotten the goal. And it's the equalizer. Justin to trigger. Finally, everything has fallen into place. Los Verdes got a goal. It's 1-1 in Game 4. Perfect timing right there. But EC Defiance are going to bounce back. You know they won't underrate any opponent. They will take everyone seriously. But Los Verdes have set themselves up very well right here. One apiece right now. Trigo with a shot towards the net. That's going again. Over the post, and Parks clears it away. Bigly on target, but EC Defiance are on the back foot right now. Los Verdes have picked it up all of a sudden. What is going on right here? Oh, Bisbo could have had a shot on target, just couldn't angle his car to get that shot. Justin clears it away. Green Mario at the backboard gets it out with his dingo. Not the second touch. Triga though, there at the corner. Centered it, loose it to the middle. Feeds backflip man from Bisbo. Parks out of sorts, but Optimat doesn't have any boost. And Triga has to clear it away. Triga all by himself yet again. Touching it to the ceiling. Too close to the EC Defiance players though. They can get this out. Justin with an early challenge. Center yet again. Parks having to take it back to the corner to take control. Clears it out. Optimat misses. Justin is sitting back. So is Triga. Off target. Triga trying to get out. Green Mario gives EC Defiance the lead. Triga and Justin not able to orient themselves quickly enough. Justin not able to get his octane high up to get that save. Green Mario breathing a sigh of relief, as well as the rest of EC Defiance as they get a lead back. And just like that, we're gonna see a third, but Bisbo says, I'm not gonna power it in, I'm gonna slow it down. Not sure why he decided to do that, but he has given Los Verdes a bit of a lifeline. Not that they really need it, because Green Mario is there to show no mercy, getting his goal, his second goal, I believe. Unlucky from Los Verdes, the ricochets, putting the ball into the back of the net. 3-1 with 1 minute 23 seconds remaining. Now I think it's safe to say game, set, and match, because EC Defiance are back. And there is the fourth. Parks taking credit for that goal. Triga trying to get it out, but he just taps it into the back of the net. It has unraveled very quickly for the Austin boys. One apiece. And now 4-1 down. They were that close, but now the whole game has run away from them. It's very likely that they're basically going to get swept right here. Well, at least they got a goal. So there's one milestone right there, but they will still be searching for their first game win since the start of Season 10 as EC Defiance keep piling on the misery. More and more shots on goal, more and more pressure. The dunk attempt failing, but the ball is still in the blue half. Optimat finally gets it out, tries to look for a shot. Justin kind of gets in the way. No clean shot right there. Parks finally gets it out. The Green Mario with a nice touch, but Optimat gets it to the middle. Nobody else from Los Verdes is there to get to the ball. Everyone chooses to sit back and just not leak more goals as we count down to the final 10 seconds of this matchup. It is game over. Now it's most certainly done and dusted. 5-1, Bisbo in the goal action. That does it, chat. Los Verdes came very close. They got a goal, but they still cannot get that win. The good thing for Los Verdes is they get a second chance. They'll be dropping down to the lower bracket where they'll face off against EC Defiance's counterparts in EC Eternal. But for now, it's game, set, and match. EC Defiance move to the upper final to face off against EM Dallas Spurn. Ooh, that got excited, didn't it, chat? And Cole, you came in at the best time as well. You got to see like the actual thrilling action in game 4. Must have been sick. And you know what? Like, as much as Los Verdes have struggled, these players are not that bad. I mean, we've seen Triga, you know, contribute to Los Verdes back when Palace and Devin were with them. And they were a decent team back then. Just not really able to get all the wins and results, but they were not that bad aside. So Triga is a decent player by all accounts. Justin had a few good moments last season as well. They just really missed a third player who can help them out. No Sky, no Mace. Optimat tried his best but struggled. Richter made an appearance but just was off pace. Completely out of pace. And they also have a brand new player in Aron who was not available tonight. He could have made a difference as well, potentially. But for ECD, they got it done in 4. That's all they care about. And now they have guaranteed themselves a top 3 finish. But with the win against EM Dalsburn, they will be in the grand final of the championship season 10.5. I'm happy LP got a goal as well, Luis. I think that was really good for them, and it really inspired them as well, because, you know, they had EC Defiance on the back foot for a little bit. Bringing my Nothing Ever Happened shirt to DFW. Devin, how about you wear that for a podcast? I want to see what that shirt is. Chat, we will be having an interview tonight, so don't leave just yet. We will be hearing from one of the EC Defiance players very, very soon. Just trying to make sure I get everything set up right here. And we are now ready to go. Let us bring on in Green Mario of EC Defiance. Green Mario, that was a convincing win for you guys over Los Verdes. Was there any intent behind tonight's performance? Were you guys trying to send a message out to the rest of SGL with this comprehensive dominant victory?
You know, first off, thank you, appreciate it. But I would say it was just more, we were just playing our game, wanted to, you know, didn't want to adjust anything we didn't need to. And, you know, you don't want to pull back or push too far forward with anything. You just kind of want to, like, play your game, you know. When you start overthinking, like, try too hard, try too little, this and that, it can mess up your flow. We were just playing.
Absolutely, I get it. You got to keep your rhythm up, right? And part of that also involves not trying to rotate too much. You guys talked about it towards the end of last season where you wanted to have a more consistent 3. Is that an approach you wanted to take here tonight as well?
I wouldn't quite say so. I think that really we've noticed lately that a lot of us have kind of come very close within each other's skill levels, that we can just kind of throw any 3 and have good chemistry. Thankfully, we're able to hop on pretty consistently, and so that really does build the team chemistry. It's a very underrated aspect of the game. I think a lot of people understandably kind of tunnel vision on mechanics right away, and then you see the broader picture and you're like, well, also positioning is really important and game flow and whatnot. But then, you know, you realize that when you have team chemistry and a consistent playing time with the same people and their play styles, who's a little more aggressive, who's a little more defensive, you know, you can kind of really figure out how to mesh well. I think a lot of people can relate compared to, like, solo queuing. You know, right away you're trying to figure out how the heck are your teammates gonna play with you, whereas you can jump into a match and already know right away, like, hey, this is what I need to do. I know so and so plays like this. I'm going to play like that, and vice versa. They're going to learn how you play.
Absolutely. And you know what? It's good that you bring that up, because in 3v3 especially, it's more about team chemistry and a good understanding of how the game is developing. But it's not something you could get instantaneously, right? Like, there's no button you could press that can give you that shortcut to that destination, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, ECD has been playing together consistently for, I think it's been 3 or 4 seasons now. I think we started around 2023. So, like if you saw how we first played together compared to today, you can absolutely see the improvement. Not just in our own games. Like, obviously, playing for a while, we've gotten better ourselves, but as a team, yeah, you can definitely tell. You know when to lay off on the ball. You see someone come in a certain direction, maybe go for a pass, maybe go for a block, stuff like that. So, yeah, just absolutely something that you just got to build. It's not going to happen overnight, but when you start to see that come to fruition, it's pretty fun. It's cool, and it's a fun feeling to know whenever the boys want to hop on and play some, even just some casual or whatever. You got good teammates that how you're going to play with and whatnot.
Well said, absolutely. And it also makes the game more enjoyable to play, doesn't it? When you get that chemistry going and you get those combinations off in your gameplay, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's really cool to be coming back to your net. You see the ball right in front of you. Obviously, early stages of playing time, you want to just go for the ball. Like we've all ball chased and whatnot. But when you play with consistent players and you have that trust and whatnot, like, I can see the ball, I'm just gonna keep going to the net. I see Nose, Parker, Bird, Biz, one of them coming forward at the ball. I'm like, nope, they got it. They have a better hit than I do. I don't need to do anything. I just need to get into a better position. So, yeah, it is really cool to be able to have that kind of trust in your team.
Absolutely, very well said. And now you guys have guaranteed yourselves a top 3 finish by going into the upper final. I kind of talked about this earlier with how good you guys are with Rebellion now gone. There's an opening at the very top of this division. Are you guys aiming to win it all, or is there like a lower place that you guys would be happy enough to finish at?
No, I think we definitely have high aspirations now. Especially, to your point, Rebellion is gone, but I did notice that they had one loss on the season, and just a little reminder who provided that to prevent the immaculate season. But so with that, I mean, especially with them out, we do have high aspirations. We're going to be going for the top because we're competitive like that, and we have that good team chemistry and confidence, and it's going to be an exciting season. I'm not going to say, how I think the season's going to play out or who is going to end up where, but yeah, I can absolutely tell you we are gunning for the top.
There you go. So, one very, very last question. Given that Los Verdes are kind of going through a similar trajectory to you guys at the moment, would there be any advice that you think would be good for them that you're willing to offer by any chance?
Yeah, absolutely. So my biggest piece of advice, and we kind of touched on it earlier, is keep playing together, keep playing consistently. Just try and get that play time when you can. I'm not saying spend every moment of free time playing, but if you can play at least once or twice a week and hop on, play for an hour or so, and get that team chemistry building and going, it's going to pay off big time, because mechanics and high skill levels are always good, but a team needs team chemistry, and you only get that from playing together. So I would say just keep playing together, try and keep the team as together as you can. I don't know who their main guys are or subs or whatnot, but whatever they figure out is like who Los Verdes is, try and keep up with that and keep the team chemistry growing.
There you go. Very, very well said there, Green Mario. And I think we'll wrap up the interview right there. But before you head out, the floor is yours. If you want to give any shout outs, say anything else you want to say, go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I would like to say, shout out to you and the rest of the SGL, setting this up. This is always a fun thing that me and the boys get to look forward to. So appreciate all the effort you guys put into that. Shout out to Los Verdes. Y'all were a very awesome and cordial opponent. Keep it up. You guys got a bright future ahead. And then shout out to the boys, Bisbo, Knows Always Knows, Bird, Nana, and Parks 121. Y'all are just such a phenomenal team. Always thankful to play with you guys, whether it's an SGL or just casual. Always a good time. And then quick shout out to Smashly. He's the one that kind of got me into Rocket League servers and the Sounders server and whatnot. It's how I ended up with on ECD. So shout out to him as well. Anyways, love y'all. Thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun. And until next time.
Absolutely. Until next time. Looking forward to seeing you guys play against EF Dallas Bird next week. For now, take care. Have a good night.
Appreciate it. Peace.
Peace. All right. Well, that does wrap it up for tonight, chat. But before we end the stream, we're going to be jumping right into the updated Championship Cup bracket. Let's go. So as you can see right here, we have our first team getting placed, courtesy of their loss to EC Eternal in lower round 1. Frontera SD Azul end their season in 7th place. It's a shame that they have to finish their season so early, but with 7 teams in a division, this is how it's gonna have to go, unfortunately. And this is a mini season. Like, we're still trying to aim to wrap it up before the start of the World Cup, which is in, let me just check how long it is in. About 4 weeks. Yeah, less than 4 weeks. So there you go. We're not that far away. So we have a few more rounds of SGL to go. But this is what it looks like right now. Upper final, EC Defiance versus EM Dallas Burn. The winner will go into the grand final. The loser goes into the lower final. In the lower quarterfinal, we have Los Verdes versus EC Eternal. After losing to one Seattle team, Los Verdes get to face the other Seattle team in the championship against EC Eternal. Steel Army will face off against Wonderwall Blue, who had an incredible showing against EC Defiance in their first ever SGL matchup. So we'll see how they do against Steel Army right here. Wonderwall Blue really going through the gauntlet right now, facing off against 2 very difficult teams. But if they can get that massive upset over Steel Army, that will probably be a successful season for them, as they will guarantee themselves a top 4 finish. Seeing that 4-3 is hurting me. Listen, Steel Army did it last season, getting a good run in the lower bracket all the way to the final after they got swept by the Rebellion in the upper semifinal. So don't count yourselves out. You guys still have potential. Sorry, I had to pause there real quick. I'm hearing big fireworks outside right now, so okay, I'm not going to worry about it at the moment. That's going to be for after the stream. Anyways, that's your championship bracket. A quick recap of the premier bracket as well. We have 1 match remaining, and that is Frontera Chrome versus El Matador in the second upper semifinal matchup. The loser will go down to the lower quarterfinal to face off against Axon Army, which is the Timbers Army successor. They're a combination of Axon Rose and Timbers Army. And the winner will face off against Las Cinco Doce in the upper final. So, that is it, chat. Thank you guys for joining up. Hopefully you enjoyed that show tonight. For the next match, Frontera Chrome versus El Matador, that might happen hopefully on Sunday, but most likely next Monday. We will see you guys then. But for now, have a good night, and we will see you next time. Peace.